All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here for another stream on the Dakota Collegiate Rocket League channel. We have a lot of matches here in store for you guys. 3 series back to back to back. Starting off with a Division C matchup here. Hey with Rizz going up against Spaced Out 2.0. I am joined here on the desk today by the man, the myth, the legend, Izord. How are we feeling here tonight?
Dizzy. That little weavy thing I was doing just made me really dizzy. But no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Love it, love it. What a great start there, buddy.
Honestly, dude, we're fire. I have a DP, so we're doing.
Hey. I don't know if you can see stream right now, but I got one too. So.
Heck yeah, man. Let's go.
So should be a good night here. Like I said, we are starting off the night here. Hey with Rizz going up against Spaced Out 2.0. Like I said, we're gonna kind of just bust through these stats here. I don't want to get too far behind. Bust, and then we're gonna get right into this series. So Division C here, looking pretty interesting. Very even in the middle of the field here. But like we said, Hey with Rizz and Spaced Out 2.0, actually the 9th and 10th seeds, which is kind of insane. Hey with Rizz 1 and 2 on the season so far, with a 42.86% winning percentage, leading the division actually in shots per game at 7.64. But even though they have all those shots, their shooting percentage is one of the lowest in the division at 27.1. They're going to be going up against Spaced Out 2.0, who are the only winless team here in Division C this semester, with a 33% winning percentage. Pretty high shots per game, pretty similar to Hey with Rizz here, but having the lowest shooting percentage in the division is not going to help you. You can have all the shots in the world, but if you're not slotting them in, it's going to be hard to win series. So hopefully here tonight they can have a little bit better of a result here tonight. Is there anything else that you're seeing here, Izord?
I mean, nothing much. I mean, other than the stuff you already kind of pointed out, that league leading shots on Hey with Rizz. I will say, I do think that I think I streamed them a few days ago. And they did look like a really good team, well-rounded. However, I think they just maybe some stream nerves or just the mental game was kind of taking a toll on them, because they had those like spurts where they would get those really good offensive pressures, but they didn't have anything to follow up. So they would get the shots on net, but they just weren't able to follow up on those. So I feel like this Hey with Rizz team could be a lot better than the stats are showing. But yeah, then again, like you had said, Spaced Out being the only winless team here, they'll definitely be coming with a lot of redemption in their eyes, hoping for this first win of the season.
Yeah, and I know it's kind of interesting because I think they were a Div C team last semester, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a Div D team. I'm not too sure. I can't remember what div they've... You remember what div they were in?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I either or. You would think. I think a lot of
I think
people.
it was Div D. Div D.
Okay, so they were a Div D team. So those of you that don't know, Spaced Out. I guess we can probably just hop over to these team stats here. Spaced Out 2.0. All 3 of these players were on the same team last semester. Pat Down, Paco, and Drewski. It was kind of crazy to see them end up as a team this semester again. Paco, I think, was technically the captain last semester, so him and Pat Down kind of swap spots. But a lot of people had high hopes for this team, especially in that draft stream. A lot of people just knowing that these guys have the chemistry. They have a whole season under their belts to build that chemistry, and they're going to have that head start on all the teams. And to see them starting out 0-2 is very surprising to me. But that could just be a testament to the competitiveness of this Division C, because they take that step up from last semester's Div D, which is kind of like a mix between Div D and Div C of this semester. So it's hard to compare, but seeing Pat Down, Paco J, and Drewski being at the bottom was pretty crazy to me. Stats wise, Paco J sitting up there, 0.78 goals per game. Pat Down right behind him at 0.56. Paco really having the best shooting percentage, 32%, and then Drewski actually with 13%, which is a little bit low. So if Drewski and Pat Down can start slotting in some of those opportunities, the Spaced Out team might be able to find some success. But let's go ahead now, talk about Hey with Rizz, and I'll have Izord talk about these boys.
Yeah, for sure. Leading this Hey with Rizz team, we got OreoMan76, a Dcrl elder, I guess we could call him. Been around a while. Veteran, that's the one. Yeah, Dcrl veteran. leading the league in shots a game, 3.36, far ahead of his other teammates here, but followed up by Tater Tot, who I had the pleasure of being a captain for last semester, and then followed by their third man, the Real Robo 98. Real Robo does have some championship experience. He was actually the first Division E winner. Shout out to him for doing that. That's definitely a feat to pull off, especially for your first season. But yeah, Oreo Man, he has been around a while. We know what he's capable of, known as the Dookie King. Can definitely get a few crazy 50s for always a goal somehow. And then obviously Tater Tot, I've seen him play here and there. His stats don't really show it, but I think he's just on a pretty big deficit right now. But he can be so good, so good if he just kind of locks in for a little bit here. Their team did struggle a little bit last series. I gave them some tips or whatever because I know that they were a little bit frustrated on that. So I kind of hope they take that into mind. But I mean, really, this team is a very well-rounded team. Very high goals per game. Obviously, their first and third man hovering around that 1 goal mark. They're all getting at least a save, and they're all getting a pretty good amount of shots. So nothing about this team is necessarily weak. But I think they just have to find that little spot where they can really click into formation, and I feel like these guys can be very, very dominant.
Right, and week 3 is about that time where that starts happening, right? I mean, this is, now your third, maybe fourth series so far, and that's really where you can start to get some of that chemistry, where you can hopefully find that little clicking spot. I went, just to speak from example, I mean, I went 0-4 in the season where I won a championship. So, I mean, just it speaks a lot to what you can do as a team, and as teams kind of start to find their true potential. But you got to give Real Robo some credit here too for his stat lines. I mean, leading his team in almost every category other than assists per game, pretty much. He's
very
had
solid third man.
Very great season so far.
Indeed, yeah, I couldn't agree more. But yeah, I mean, like I had said, though, this Hey with Rizz team 1-2, coming off of a very unfortunate loss. But I mean, they're coming guns blazing. They can definitely take a lot of these teams, I feel, when they find that rhythm that they so desire. That, I mean, really, that everybody desires.
Right.
Just to find that rhythm with this team here. And week 3 is the time and place to do it.
Real quick, before we get into the gameplay here, Izord, what's going to be your prediction for this matchup as we segue in?
I'm gonna go Hey with Rizz in 5.
Okay, Hey with Rizz gonna back your boy Tater Tot, previous teammate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna say Spaced Out might find their first win.
Gotcha.
I spoke very highly of them, during the draft stream. We know this team has, what it takes to win. They were in a pretty good spot last semester. I think they might take this one. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4 Spaced Out. So we're gonna be rooting for them. But
may the best man win.
Here. Yeah, game number 1 getting underway. For those of you in chat, you missed your opportunity to get some boost in, as the first series of the night getting underway. 30 seconds in already. They'll score this here, looking a little bit awkward on defense for Spaced Out, trying to carry this ball out. Oreo Man has an opportunity, can't find the touch. Real Robo now has a little bit of boost to work with, gonna try and maybe use his flip, maybe loses it in time there, but Drewski finally able to get a clear out.
Oh no, not what you want to see here, as we see a potential shot on by Paco. Maybe a little misflip, doesn't quite get it. And Tater Tot with an open net opportunity, doesn't quite get it. Goes for a demo on Paco, doesn't quite get it, rotates out. Very smart play by him, and Real Robo's there to challenge. Pat down off the wall, gets a decent touch over the opposite side of the field. Can anyone capitalize here? Looks like Robo turns and takes over. Can he get a 50 with Pat down? Can't quite. And very, very good offensive pressure starting out with this Hey with Rizz team.
Yeah, opportunity here for Pat down. Almost finds a Dookie. Can't quite do it. Looked promising, to say the least, but barely off the mark. Pat down again. Great midfield presence here. Clear attempt comes out. Paco has quite a bit of time, but it's an awkward touch as Drewski is going to be forced to retreat. Pat down does go up. Barely not able to find a touch. Drewski kind of just bangs it downfield. Pat down running some disruption here. Drewski going to try and find it mid. Right to Paco. What a pass from Pat down to put that right on Paco's nose. Does all the work. Finds the demo. Puts it midfield. And Spaced Out. Now going to be in the lead by 1.
Yeah, great play by Pat down. Looked like he used all of his boost there to get that demo on the third man. Tater Tot able to, have those second and third man there just in case of a maybe mispass or not so quick reaction by the second man here, but regardless, able to put it in, giving him a 1-0 lead in this series. You see Oreo Man try to clear, but pat down up early.
Yeah, no, that's a good start for Spaced Out, though. I mean, you know, they haven't had the best season so far, so to see them kind of coming out of the gate buzzing right now is definitely a good sign. Pat down, a lot of people spoke pretty highly of him during the draft rankings, saying that he's been grinding and really improving a lot here. That's a great clear from Drewski. Tater Tot
no.
barely not able to find the touch, and Spaced Out find yet another goal.
Indeed, yeah. Maybe just a little bit of a missed takeoff here from Tater Tot. Looked like he had it. Was a little bit conservative with the boost there. Didn't quite get the power to get that touch. Giving Spaced Out the 2-0 lead in this game 1 of the series here. I want to see some of that offensive pressure that we saw for like the first 30 seconds of the game from Rizz. They had really good opportunity. They have really good power on their offensive pressures, but they just didn't, again, they didn't have the second man there to follow up on those center balls, which is what you absolutely need in any division, but especially now.
Yeah, no, I can't agree more. That's something that a lot of teams, like you kind of mentioned, especially in lower divisions, kind of lack, is figuring out your second man rotations. It's one of the most important aspects of Rocket League rotations as a whole here. Drewski going for a crazy ground play here, gets a good, you know, flick, almost beating out the last defender there. Can't quite do it though. Oreo Man on low boost, looking for a touch midfield. Barely can't find it here. Drew Robo comes flying in, trying to just disrupt here. Tater Tot with actually a decent touch here, but a lack of a second man. Both second and third man's back here. Counterattack opportunity here for Drewski, but can't find Paco, and this ball is going to be going the other way.
We see Oreo Man trying to do a little bit of a solo play here. Oreo Man gets it around 1. Can he fake the third? Not quite. Drewski stays home, stays patient, and gets rewarded for it. Tater Tot, low boost, gets cleared out by Pat Down. Robo there to 50 at midfield, gets it over to the blue corner. Paco, can he get there in time? Oreo Man tries to get a 50, doesn't quite get it. Paco taking over, no boost here. Can he get a touch on it? He can't before Tater Tot says not today with that offensive pressure. Oreo Man gets a decent clear over to the wall. Paco there to keep that pressure on though, and Tater up with low boost, trying to get something out of this Rizz half.
Something we got to remember about the Spaced Out team was their, I mean, for both of these teams, in fact, was their shooting percentages. We talked about it a lot in the pregame, looking at their stats. I'm looking for both of these teams to be more efficient on the ball, not just getting a lot of shots. Both these teams had a lot of shots per game. They're succeeding in that fashion, but converting more of those shots into goals. I'm looking for both these teams to try and do that here, and so far Spaced Out have been the ones to do it. Rizz not as good here. Shot comes out, 40 seconds to go. Rizz desperately looking for a goal here.
Indeed, as we see a Pat Down. That was Pat Down. Nice little flick from the corner here, giving him the 3-0 lead, just catching the Rizz defense kind of jumbled up here in the corner. I mean, if you're Rizz, I say you just say GG, go next. Got to figure out this defensive spacing. Looks like you guys are getting a little bit jumbled up, not quite able to get the second man there, which is potentially why you aren't really able to get any momentum going, especially now.
Yeah, it seems like Spaced Out really are the ones forcing the issue right now. I've kind of talked about that in a couple of the streams I've done recently, but Spaced Out are really controlling this game right now. It seems like Rizz playing with a lot of mistakes, a lot of hesitancy, it feels like, whereas Spaced Out are really just bringing the battle to Rizz and just really overwhelming them. 5 seconds to go here. Rizz down by 3. It's not going to be possible. Spaced Out taking this game at number 1 in a 3-0 fashion.
Indeed. Looking for maybe one on the road here. Pat Down tries to maybe get it down to the ground. Let's see a 50 from Oreo Man. Will it touch the ground here? It will, giving Spaced Out this game number 1 of this best of 5 series here.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good series all around from Spaced Out. I like that they're starting out strong. One of those things that a lot of teams can't really get down. They're more of a light blooming team in these best of 5 series. So, you know, to be taking these early games is definitely a bonus. But hopefully they can hang on to it, because that's another part of the battle, is being able to close out the series. So Spaced Out so far looking like they have the upper hand. Rizz, unfortunately, only 2 total shots, and only 2 of them coming from Oreo Man himself. So I'm looking for Rizz to be able to kind of convert from defense a little bit and start finding some offensive pressure.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like I had said, Rizz can definitely turn that offensive pressure on, as we saw in like the first minute of the game. They had some crazy good pressure. They just didn't have that second man there to capitalize, which we saw with, I mean, some of their stats. They were getting pretty good shot attempts. I think they're the ones who are league leading in shots
Yep.
They just don't have anyone there to follow up. So they can definitely do it. They can definitely do it as Stash. Like the numbers prove it. They just got to be able to capitalize.
Indeed. But game 2 getting underway now. Hey with Rizz looking to kind of come back from that unfortunate game 1. Really couldn't find anything offensively. See if they can do anything different here in game 2. Real Robo getting a decent clear out. We saw hit Real Robo's stats. You know, leading his team almost that goal per game mark. So far, been quiet from all 3 members. That's a good shot, but a good save from combination of Tater Tot and Real Robo here. Tater Tot gets a good clear route, bumps one as well. Robo looking for maybe a shot, but kind of just gives away possession here. Pat down, might have a 50. Oreo Man puts it midfield. Drewski's reading that all the way. Is it online? But Real Robo gets a nice save.
Oh, what a touch from Oreo. Is that going to be on? Not quite. Just left. Is somebody there to capitalize on this missed touch from Drewski? Oh my goodness. Oreo Man gets 50'd by Drewski. What a save by Drewski. Oh my goodness. I mean, his heart rate probably jumped up about 300 beats per minute there. Oh my god, especially in a case like that, as you see Real Robo maybe there to get it early enough. Not quite. Somebody's back to 50 it away though. Good shot on by Oreo, but deflected away by Drewski. This is what I like to see from this Hey with Rizz team.
Yeah, no, definitely some good offensive pressure, but Drewski so far playing beautiful defense as well. Not only on that big save on Oreo Man, I thought that was about to be a dookie, but on that little bit redirect off the backboard, Drewski really playing well defensively right now. Defensive demo does come out from Paco, looking to carry this ball out. Gets it around Oreo Man, finds another demo as well. Robo actually gets a great touch to let his team recoup for a little bit, but it's another free touch for Drewski. Met by Real Robo here. Paco trying to get up. Tater Tot meets him in the air here. Pat down on a low boost. Puts this into his own corner. Good controlled touch. Gets a beat around Oreo Man. Looking for another one here. Finds a good touch. Can he get it midfield? It's going to go there, but Oreo Man should be able to get back. It's there. Boy. Where's the second man? Drewski comes flying in and gets the first goal of game 2.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened there in the right poster. We had about 4 people in the game just trying to get a touch or a 50, something crazy on this. Just barely trickled out in the mid, not quite enough from Hey with Rizz, and the strong third man came through, able to pound that one in the back of the net here, giving him the 1-0 lead in this game number 2. As you see a double commit coming out early here after the goal, but Real Robo's back to get that away.
Yeah, no, that was just an all-around pretty good play there. Pat down has done a very good job this series of just creating those chances, right? That was a very good, you know, he did that all pretty much. Set up the from front or from back to front, from the corner. It's a nice 50, puts it midfield, and there might be another shot there. Pat down barely offline, puts it near post. Barely doesn't find the second goal here. It's still alive though for spaced out. They can continue this onslaught here. Drewski trying to find it a touch off the corner. Paco with good third man spacing here. Looking for a beat. Oh, that's an awkward bounce for Oreo. Passes it around. That's a good turn from Paco though. Good awareness from him. It's another good 50 here. Can anything come from it though? Well played by Tater Tot. Puts it over this orange side. Good follow by Robo. Unfortunately goes missing, allowing the spaced out offense to keep rolling here.
Indeed, the Oreo Man demo. Can he get another touch here before Drewski does? He does not. Drewski stays home again, playing great defense in this series so far. You see a whiff out from Robo here. Popped up. Can anybody get a touch on Oreo Man? Up and whiffs, but Paco low boost. Can he get something else going here? Not quite, as Robo takes over on the miscommunication here. Pat down over predicts this one here a little bit. Drewski takes over. Pat down turns early with low boost. Can Oreo Man get a 50 here? He can. Over the other side of the field, Tater turns after a real Robo fake. Maybe that's what that was. I don't even know. Robo doing something cool in the air. Paco says not today though.
One thing Spaced Out have been doing very well is doing exactly what their team name suggests. They've been having great rotations, spacing out their attacks, so that pretty much there's always somebody on the ball, which is a very good sight to see, being able to have that control. They've been doing a very good job paired with some very good defensive rotation specifically, which is a very hard thing to master, especially when you're, you know, at that low champ, that high diamond rank. Spaced Out have been very impressed with their rotations here in this series so far.
Yeah, indeed. I can't agree with you more. As you see a shot attempt coming out here down from Hey with Rizz, trying to get their first on the board. We see a 50 on the wall. Is Robo there to get it? Yes, he is. But Drewski with the power shot. Good jump by Robo. What a read here. Probably saving a second goal of the series. You see Tater Tot, little misread on the corner here. Tater Tot still on, gets a decent touch over to the shot on, but looks like we had 2 people defend back. And again, just great spacing by this spaced out team.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go. It's still a 1-goal game. Hey, with Rizz are scoreless through 2 so far. They desperately are looking for a goal here. Gotta be hard on the mental. That's a good touch by Oreo. But pat down. Oh, maybe a down chance. But what a save from Drewski. An insane read, keeping his team alive. Gonna go the other way. This is gonna waste a lot of time. This is very unfortunate for Hey with Rizz. Can they get one for the road here? Balls up, still Drewski. Touches it there. Oreo Man doesn't have a lot of boost. Can't get the clear. Ball touches the ground and spaced out. Taking game number 2 off an insane save from Drewski.
Yes, indeed. I mean, as much as the stats might, say other people are doing great here, we got to give very, very huge shout out, especially in this game, to Drewski being a brick wall. 4 saves, 3 shots. Like, dude was literally his entire team stat line, I'm pretty sure. Yep. There's really nothing else to say other than, gotta shut that guy down.
Yeah, he is quite literally just kind of carrying the team in saves there. You can see it, 4 saves for his team. Has the only goal of the game. Drewski, all-time performance there, as pretty much allows them to take that game number 2 single-handedly. But again, Oreo Man is the only person with a shot on his team right now. 4 shots for him. He had 2 shots last game. Tater Tot and Real Robo just not able to help on offense right now. They desperately, desperately need to get involved because Hey with Rizz are scoreless through 2. Yeah,
no, again, I mean, as stated before, I've seen a bunch of these guys play. They can definitely do it. They just it's very hard for them to seem to find that rhythm and find that click that they so desperately need in this series. Like I said, I mean, each of them can really ball out, but it's just that little bit of a click, which is just so unfortunate to say. But I mean, they got to find something here.
They really do. This is where it matters most. Now a match point, spaced out, threatening here to end the series in 3. If Hey with Rizz continue to play like this, it's not looking real good. They're gonna need a major switch up here. Can they do it is gonna be the question. Drewski going up for a shot here, beats out the last man, and spaced out, starting game 3 hot.
Indeed, Drewski taking that alpha role in this series, apparently putting up the first one on the board. Great read in the air, and yeah, I mean, just a great shot going low on both defenders. Little bouncer in, nothing wrong with that. I don't even know if it should count considering it was a bounce shot goal, but it's whatever. It's whatever.
Just because the ball ain't touching the ground it don't mean it's a goalizer. I don't know, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta take it. You gotta take it. But yeah, Hey with Rizz just still struggling here. Hopefully they can find one here. A chance for Oreo Man. Ooh. Maybe looking for a dookie. Can't quite find it. Tater Tot gets smothered by Drewski. But Real Robo holding this, midfield line. Oreo on low boost. Looking a little bit awkward here. Turned by Paco. Gets 50'd by Oreo Man. Drewski is up so early. Makes a decent touch. Paco with a great follow-up and a great turn here. Maybe one more. Take it to his teammate, but a good touch by Real Robo. Pat down with a great settle in the midfield here, but shut down by Oreo Man. Can they get a goal here? It's going to be close. Real Robo with a shot. Rings it off the post. And that might have been their only chance. Counterattack coming out. Pat down. Not able to find a shot. And Hey with Rizz with an unfortunate missed opportunity.
Indeed, yeah. Looked like it was almost an open net here as we see Oreo Man trying to get a shot on. He does. Blocked out by Drewski, though, the defensive man on this spaced out team. As you see Tater Tot putting on the warning signals, going backwards, getting the save here. As you see Oreo Man catching. Can he get something going here? Not quite. Tater Tot takes over, gets an awkward touch mid. A boom ball by Paco. Is Oreo Man there? He is. Catching a little Drewski off guard. Can he get something going here? Pat down up early, though. Gets the read here. One more third man pinch attempt. Is that a shot on? Oh my god, it almost is. But, I mean, somebody adjusted that crossbar hitbox, didn't allow it to go in.
I think this spaced out team is really letting their chemistry shine right now. Nothing too crazy happening. It's just solid rotations. And that's something that can only be obtained through, playing together a decent amount. And spaced out have been looking fantastic. I haven't seen too many double commits. They've been looking really good. As a shot from Paco barely rings off the post, almost adding to their lead. Pat down now off the backboard. Tater Tot able to shut it down, but it's going to give away possession. Unfortunate read there from Paco, but the perfect spacing allows Drewski to come in for the save, maintaining this offensive drive so far.
Indeed. We see a little bit of pressure here coming out from Hey with Rizz. Is anybody there? Tater Tot coming up. Maybe he goes for a redirect here. Tries for it. Drewski is back, though, getting yet another save. Here we got 2 up early. Paco, is anybody going to challenge again? Oreo Man is there to challenge, gets it away from their net. Pat down is on, though. Real Robo goes for a boom ball. Oreo Man is up. Can he get a good touch here? He does, but Paco is there again and flicks over Tater Tot. Great flick by Paco. Going for a demo here, it looks like, and it looks like this offensive pressure is just unrelenting from Spaced Out.
I don't understand how this team has a 33% win percentage. With these rotations and with this level of dominance, I just don't understand. You know, this game, you know, this series so far is going to be a huge boost to their confidence. They've been playing fantastic if they can hold on to this lead. 1:30 to go. Hey, with Rizz, unfortunately being faced with being completely shut out in this series. If they can't find a goal shortly here, Oreo Man unfortunately can't find a touch. Pat down, maybe looking mid pass to Drewski. A little bit offline though, still dangerous. Can he get another touch? Can't quite do it as Tater Tot finds a decent clear out.
Indeed, we see nobody back for Spaced Out here. They're all bumped or demoed or something, but we see Oreo Man take over with boost here. Tries to get a flick over one. Pat down there to 50, almost a goal here, just a laser from midfield. Pat down has a shot on Tater, is back though to get the save off the backboard. Great defense by him. Tater Tot gets a read off the corner. Tries to get a boom ball. Real Robo takes over with boost. Off the corner, looking a little awkward for Spaced Out. Is Oreo Man there up to get a shot on? He is, but Drewski being just a brick wall, getting so many saves.
He is literally clamping right now as Paco puts us off the back wall. Drewski caught a little bit too high up. Can't get the power on it. 30 seconds to go. And we are looking at a possible perfect sweep here from Spaced Out if they can't find a goal, but there we go. Tater Tot finds a goal. You can see the relief on the 2 cameras we have here on Hey with Rizz. Both of them sitting up, some smiles coming out of Robo, and hopefully this is a turnaround moment for Hey with Rizz.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is what they need, and it's pretty much in the nick of time. They got 30 seconds left. They were down 1. They got to get something more going here. Carry this momentum and hopefully put up one more, whether it's in overtime or, you know, regulation. They got to get something going here, though, to not allow this Spaced Out team to get their first win of the season.
Truly, that's a great flick, though. Opportunity here for Pat. That would have saved from Oreo Man, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, my God.
A fantastic follow-up from Drewski. You got to give credit to that initial defense, though. But with 8 seconds to go, Spaced Out have an immediate answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even ashamed to give this one to Spaced Out here. Their aggression has been unreal. This Hey with Rizz team, like, they just seemed overwhelmed with everything. You see almost a potential kickoff goal here. We got a few seconds left. Can they keep it up? Can they make something happen? Paco is there to 50. Is somebody there to challenge? Robo's up, keeps it in the air. Tater Tot's there next, keeps it also in the air. As you see it roll down to the ground, and Spaced Out in sweeping fashion get their first win of the season.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate way to go. At least they got a goal. That's all I'm gonna say. It would have been very unfortunate and very hard on the mental if it was a complete sweep. Still not really what you want to see, obviously, but all around an unfortunate series there for Hey with Rizz. But Spaced Out, you gotta give them credit. They looked fantastic, especially in their rotations. Just pristine, absolutely pristine, as they take the series in a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, I mean, just dominance. Not exactly what I was expecting from this Hey with Rizz, and honestly, I'm surprised their stats are as low as they are, considering this is how they just played today. Maybe it was just a crazy day for them and a bad day for Hey with Rizz, but regardless, you got to give them props. You got to give them, you know, consideration for that, especially since it is their first win of the season, and they did it in utter dominance, really.
For sure. But we're gonna try and get these boys in for a winners interview. I'm kind of waiting for a couple of them to hop in the waiting room here, but I'm kind of excited to see how their vibes are after getting their first dub on the season. I'm excited to kind of hear their thoughts on it, but looks like we got them all in, so let's go ahead and get these boys. Ooh, somebody left. Oh. I think we lost to Drewski. His cam's also tweaking, so I don't really know what we're gonna do there, but
yeah, he should be back.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll keep an eye out. Anyway. I'll keep an eye out for him, but let's keep the show on the road. Pat Down, Paco, we only got you guys for now, but how? I guess I'll ask you specifically, Pat Down. How are you feeling after getting your first dub of the season here against this Hey with Rizz team?
It feels great to be back in the waiting room on the casters chat. It's been a while. I will say before he comes back, Drew deserves all the questions. He did a great job tonight. He did so much for the team, and I can't be happier with him, Paco, all three of us. We were just finally clicking, and we made it happen.
Yeah, no, it was a very well played series from obviously all three of you, but specifically Drewski was just locks on defense. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my God, yeah.
There was nothing getting past that guy. Looks like we got him in finally. What's going on? I can't.
Oh, come on.
He's like leaving as soon as I drag him. I wonder if he's got like internet connection issues or something.
That's what was happening to me yesterday when I was streaming or whenever it was. I was like, what's going on? But...
Huh. Okay. Well, that's super weird. When he joins again, I'll try giving him like the caster role and see if we can get him in then. But okay, let's try. Let me. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Let's give him the caster role just for now.
Has the
because he got kicked during our series. So
did he?
Oh no, not again.
He got kicked like from the VC.
Yeah, like in our private VC, he got kicked. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here he is.
Okay, I gave him the caster role and he found us. There we go. Okay, I think we got. I think we got him all in. But we were just talking about you, Drewski. What a series from you in specific. Absolute.
Thank you.
Absolute clamps. Absolute clamps. Is that kind of your normal play style, or is that kind of is that just kind of how it worked out in the series?
Yeah, I feel like it just happened to be in position for a lot of good opportunities, like more than usual. I think it was mainly due to our rotations were so clean, so we were all just in perfect position most of the time.
Right. I mean, both Izard and I commented on it many times during that series. You guys were living up to your name. You guys were perfectly spaced out in that whole series. Your rotations looked clean, even when there were mistakes. There was somebody there to pick up the slack. I mean, it was very clean rotations from all three of you, and that's definitely why you guys found your success here tonight. But so huge kudos to you boys. Izard, you got any questions for these guys?
Yeah, I got one for Paco here. So, if I remember correctly, you guys were in Div D last semester, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I know at the beginning of the season when the draft first ended, you asked me how it feels to be in Div B, and I kind of gave you a very generic answer, but I guess I'm gonna shoot the question back to you. How does it feel to be back with the same team but up a division?
Well, as you can see from our record, we kind of had a rough start going down 0-2, but just definitely the pace of play is definitely a little bit faster than what we were used to in Div D. Definitely the third man. Especially the third man position is a lot better than in Div D. But luckily, I've always had faith in this team. And, like you guys said, rotations were clean. And I just told the boys, compared to our last few series, we just got to take care of the ball better. And I feel like we were able to take care of the ball better, pull out some 50s, and just being able to have those rotations that really helped us in this series. So just the pace of play is definitely faster and more consistent than compared to Div D. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
I gotcha.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I can't express it enough. A fantastic series from all three of you. I know it was a little bit rough of a start, to your season. But I was genuinely confused. If you guys are playing like that, I don't understand how you guys have the 33% winning percentage that you guys have. Obviously this 3-0 sweep's gonna greatly improve that percentage. But I mean, I was just kind of baffled. You guys played absolutely fantastic tonight. So with that, unless Izard, you got any last thing you want to pull out?
How'd you know? How'd you know? Okay. Not Rocket League related. Are you guys familiar with the YouTube series Llamas with Hats?
No.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Okay.
I've heard it, but never watched it.
Okay. Regardless, on a scale of like 1 to 10, how would you say you relate to the llama named Carl?
100%. Just off the name, Carl.
Yeah.
I feel so related to Carl already.
I agree.
Okay, well, that's a little bit concerning, but regardless, here's your answer. Stay away from Spaced Out because they might kill you. Anywho, great series, guys. Go ahead and watch it if you haven't. It's a great little short series.
Yeah,
That's all I have.
W Izard question. But okay, without further ado, guys, thank you for hopping in, and I was glad we were able to get you guys on, and good luck with the rest of your season, boys.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you
us.
guys.
Yep.
Have a
Yes,
good night.
sir. Yes,
Have a
sir.
good night,
Yep.
guys.
Good night.
Bye bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for our first series of the night. A quick 3-0 sweep, spaced out, taking care of business here. Fortunately, we had to start a little bit late due to some scheduling stuff, so the 3-0 sweep actually really helps us out for the rest of the night. So, if I'm gonna take a 3-0 sweep, it'd be right now. So, no, an absolutely fantastic series. Spaced out, played out of their minds. Hey with Rizz had some good moments, but ultimately Drewski was in their way, so it really didn't matter that much. But it was a great series all around, Izord.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I kind of talked to Tater Tot before this, and I was like, yeah, I'll help you guys out here a little bit. So definitely got a little bit of VOD review for them, but I mean, just can't complain much or be honestly hurt that bad, especially when Spaced Out played as incredibly as they did. And if they had been playing like that all season so far, they would be at 100% win rate without a doubt. They were going crazy.
Yeah, no, they looked really, really good for, especially a Div C team. So always fun to kind of see how these teams can progress, and with the chemistry that Spaced Out have, I kind of expected nothing less, and kind of starting to live up to some of those expectations that I think they probably were feeling at the start of the season. So like I said, we're a little bit behind schedule, and I wanna make sure we keep things on track. So Izord, thank you so much for hopping in. I know it was kind of short notice for you, but it's always a blast casting with you. Yeah, there it is. Are you is that it?
Use Dcrl creator code Dcrl. That helps us a lot.
This guy's clip farming over here, bro. Come on. Okay, well, without further ado, guys, please stick around for the intermission. We'll be right back. We got a Div A matchup coming your way, so please stick around for that, for the best of the best. So, Izard, thank you for hopping in. Thank you guys all for watching. Stick around. We'll be right back.